What is up, everybody? It is Mr. Rolldady here, and I am doing another Iowa Hawkeye football analyst video. Today, I'm going to be analyzing the Hawkeyes' upcoming game against the Penn State Nittany Lions. This is going to be a tough one, but one I know Iowa can win. Alrighty, here we are. Let's go. Now again, it starts with pregame, offense, defense, then the big roll of the week. Now again, I'm not going to read the full thing, but all views are completely my own, and they're not representative of any third parties whatsoever. Now, here's my pregame notes. Keep up that good momentum from last week. Second half last week was very good, and you got to know that you're going into a hostile environment. This is a very difficult place to play, and it is Penn State's annual whiteout game too. So just be ready for the extremes to happen. Now, here's my first offensive role key of the week. Chew the clock. Get into control early on. Just don't be trailing at all or by much. Should that happen, keep the offense on the field for as long as possible. And because you got to keep Penn State's offense off the field here. I'll get into that a little more later. So consistently throw short and run the ball inside. Have those long drives that keep Penn State's offense just off that field. Now, my next one is be perfect at the silence count. There's going to be over 106,000 people there. They're going to be loud when Penn State's defense is on the field. So, Cade McNamara and our center, Logan Jones, they need to have excellent communication when it comes to that silent snap count. The guards and tackles, they need to be quick out of their stances and just have the eyes on the center's movements to avoid false starts. It's really necessary there. And then my third offensive role key is going to be trench warfare, because I'm going to tell you right now, this game is going to be won or lost in the trenches. They have a lot of good defensive linemen and linebackers. They're their top defensive threats: Chop Robinson, Abdul Carter, Curtis Jacobs, and Adisa Isaac. You've got to make sure you are playing those guys every play. They know how to tackle and move men at the line of scrimmage. So just watch their alignments and positioning. If you can take care of those four, everything else will be taken care of. As Iowa's going to win or lose based off of offensive line play this week, believe it or not. It's going to really determine their game. Now, my first defensive role key. Play their two-headed running back game. Load the box. Katron Allen and Nick Singleton. They've got two superstar running backs. They both possess high abilities of speed and lateral quickness. When they get an open hole, they are very dangerous. And just make sure the box is loaded up to play either of them. And our middle linebackers, Jay Higgins and Kyler Fisher, just have them both ready to go in the middle of the field and have them ready for anything and everything which they might do. And my second defensive role key, play their passing game. Because this is a really good passing off. Really good's an understatement. This is a great passing offense. A lot of great wide receivers. So just be sure that you got all those playmakers that can make big plays after the pass. Utilize our defensive backs. Have an extra nickel back in each play for the receiver. And then force Drew Aller to tuck and run as his best option instead of passing the ball down the field. Now, my third defensive role key. Don't commit to any defensive penalties here at all. The offense, it's only got to be good enough for Iowa to win. And defense, they can't just make things more difficult for the offense, but hopefully the offense keeps that Penn State offense off the field for as long as possible. So just no penalties, no simple mistakes, no assignment errors can happen. If the defense plays lights out and mistake-free, that's just enough for the offense to do just enough and win. There's no need to be Superman playing as the away team in this stadium right here. Now, it's that time again. Rolldaddy's big roll of the week. What that is interesting strategy, formation, trick play, or otherwise surprise tactic, which I would use if I was an Iowa coach to potentially catch the opponent off guard and or give an unexpected advantage to the Hawkeyes. Again, every big role can only be used once in a season. Now that this is my second year of doing it, I can't use the same one as I used for this opponent or a similar replacement opponent from last year. So here we go. Win ugly, not good. Because look, I've been saying it. It's a very difficult place to play. Don't worry about looking good in a win. Just get the win. I mean, there was this famous game in State College, 2004, Iowa, Penn State. It was a bizarre game that was won by a score of 6-4, 2 field goals and 2 safeties. It wasn't the best win at all, but it was enough to win in a very difficult environment. Go and do things like that 6-4 game back in 04, because that's how I was going to win this game. Just go and do it. Now, thank you for watching. Let's go win this game, and let's go Hawks!